let's look at a few circumstances then that maybe we've got, I guess, what racers would call their base setting, and we're going somewhere different to where we created that base setting, whether that's different terrain, different tracks, or different environmentally, and maybe think about what direction we might want to head in with certain things. So hopefully there's some like fairly simple rules here that would at least help people head in the right direction. So first off, I guess, let's say we're going and we're riding somewhere that's significantly colder than normal. So like in the UK right now, it's freezing outside. And, you know, if I go for a ride in the morning, it'll probably be sub-zero. So that will be maybe 20 degrees colder than it was in the summer. Like, would I look to change much?
I think I'd rather you didn't.
Uh-huh.
I'd really hate telling people to make preemptive changes.
Okay.
It's way better to go explore something and see if it works rather than just go, oh, it's 20 degrees colder. I need to open rebound 2 clicks.
So more like go feel it and say, oh, the bike feels like this. And for me, that means I need to do, you know, I need to go faster on this circuit or whatever.
Yeah. And the cold thing is weird because it's so many things outside of suspension.
Yeah.
You know, tire rubber is harder. Your hands don't feel, you don't feel as good. Grips are harder. Everything's resisting movement, whether it's your body or your bike.
Yeah.
So to focus on the suspension side of things, there is a small gain to be made there, and rebound is probably one of them. Mm-hmm. Whether it's necessary or not is kind of debatable.
Yeah. From a physics perspective, I guess the oil is a bit thicker, right? So it's going to run...
For sure.
Technically, it's going to run slower. Whether that's actually an issue or not on that given day, given everything else that's changed, who knows? But
yeah. I think in forks, it could be a bit of an issue because surface area is quite large. There's a fair bit of oil.
Yeah.
They don't move as much as shocks do.
Okay. Yeah.
Shocks are quite small for the same amount of travel. They're put through quite a bit more, quite higher speeds and more motion. Mm-hmm. So I think a shock A is going to warm up quite quickly.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you're pedaling a road for 45 minutes and nothing's moving and you all of a sudden turn into a really steep, rough descent, it's going to feel a bit thick.
Yeah.
But it's not an absolute.
Okay.
We do see it at races when one weekend will be snowing and the next weekend will be 35 degrees.
Yeah.
But it's also, again, it's not just rebound. It's this whole combination of your body feels freer and faster, as does everything else. So
yeah. And these are riders that are chasing 1%, and that's not the way most of us ride. So so I guess the same goes for a particularly warm day, or if you fly away on holiday, like let's say you're normally riding somewhere all year round, then you go away and it's 20 degrees hotter where you are on holiday. It's a similar thing, right? Things are going to run a bit faster potentially, but
a bit,
and then you need to decide whether that's a problem.
Doing that,
yeah.
Yeah, if you're like, oh, I'm just going to slow down rebound 1, that's great. Go for it. But if you're kind of going, oh, I don't know if I should do this or this, then just don't.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
Just go with the flow. Muddy tracks, does that, like, people always used to talk about changing rebound speeds when it was muddy. I don't know if that's really a thing.
I've never found that it's a thing. I think people used to slow down rebound for mud races.
Yeah.
And like you could make it make sense that your wheels got a bunch of mud on it and maybe it's heavier and it's pulling down more. So the rebound's having to fight a heavier wheel.
Yeah.
But I've never found that to be the case, and I think slowing down rebound makes your bike sit lower, makes everything steer a little bit slower, and mud's already doing that. So you're not going to get any more traction out of it. Mud's basically mud, and the traction's going to be dictated by your tires. And And then if you soften it up, then the bike just starts to move more, and that's kind of the last thing you want in
Yeah.
a muddy race.
So
Uh,
again, you just keep settings as they were, basically.
from where I sit and our experiences, we generally leave things, and if we need to make a change, we wait until people have ridden, because that's the big
Yeah.
question you always get is, oh, if it rains, what do we do? It's like, well, you leave it. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't do anything until you know that you need to do something.
Well, it makes sense, I guess. If you've got something you know and you understand, and the conditions are changing, the condition is the bit that you don't now know. Why would you change the
Yeah.
bit that you do know, which is the bike, I suppose? So yeah, you go try it, and then you look at, okay, I feel like this. Maybe I should go
Yeah.
in this direction. But yeah,
Harsh conditions of mud and then an unknown quantity of bike suspension, and you put the two together, you don't really know where you are.
it doesn't end well, does it?
These minor little changes are pretty drastic at first. And I think that's critical as well, is to make changes with an open mind and explore them a little bit. Don't immediately go, nope, that didn't work.
Yeah. But when do you stop? I guess that's the question, and I guess that point is different for everyone and their appetite for like digging into this, because it is never ending. I mean, this is for you. This is your life, right? This is what you spend a lot of your time doing with these
Yeah.
races at the World Cups. But like, we don't, as riders, we don't need to be at that level. We don't need to be digging into it. But how would you? How do you know to stop, like, and step away and be like, that's good enough?
I think you stop when you're either comfortable with the bike or you're not comfortable with what you're doing.
Yeah,
It's it's far better to go, this is what I'm cool with working with. I'm just going to ride the bike now.
yeah,
And I promise you, 99% of the people, it's not the bike and it's not the suspension. You can ride a pretty terrible setup and a pretty bad bike really fast.
yeah. Because you know how to adapt and work around it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, comes
I
down
think
to
bikes are
skill.
one of those things where it's still very rider focused.